Good evening. Welcome to today's presentation. Today's presentation will be looking at three apps. Those apps are the Band app, the Flip Folder app, and the Ultimate Drill Book application. While looking at these apps, we will also look into the important role of being interactive and engaging in student learning, along with the challenges and opportunities that are created by using educational technology. And finally, we will look at the important part of teaching where technology cannot replace the teacher in the classroom. So to begin with, we're going to start out with the importance of interactive and engagement. Sweetman in 2020 stated interactive lessons provide a positive relationship to better student outcomes. When we have engaging interactive lessons, we then have a more correlated positive response to those student outcomes that we desire. Barachi went in 2017 to talk about the flipped classroom, in which some of these apps that we're going to talk about today will allow you to do some flipped classroom activities. But it stated that active learning has been found to have higher scores and outcome than traditional lecture-based learning. So it basically says if you give the student the opportunity to be actively engaged, that student in turn is going to perform better because they were more motivated to learn the material that they were being presented. Now, while we have great technology, there are great challenges that come with those technology, but there's also great opportunities that come with the technology that we are learning about today. The first comes from Clote in 2017, where the point was brought up. In order to effectively use technology, one must continually to reflect on the art of teaching and in turn the tools technology provides. I like to look at what was presented in this article of saying you teachers are the artist and technology is just the paintbrush or the canvas that we paint on. When you go on to further studies from Reguina and Eslita in 2017, most students are not ready because they lack communication skills. The lack in creativity and teamwork causes issues in the workplace. Why is this? This is the challenge that technology provides us. When we as teachers become over reliant on technology, it is then that our students are failed to learn how to think outside the box and be creative. They don't know how to interact with each other than through a screen. They need to know how to have interpersonal relationship skills. But in general, technology is a tool. It is not the foundational teaching method that is needed for students to succeed. Now, join me as I give you three recommendations for high school or college band directors of applications and technologies that you can use in your classroom in order to have an effective, interactive, and engaging lessons and great use of time management, not only for during the lesson itself, but also for prep work for the teacher. The first lesson that we are going to look at, or the first app we're going to look at, is the Flip Folder app. And I'm going to switch over where you can see the actual website, and then I will walk you through how it works. So the first one is the Flip Folder app, as it should be on my screen now. The Flip Folder app is basically the music library all on one's phone. Whenever I was working as a band director, this is one of the applications that we used on our for our band. And what this application does is it takes the ability to put the music on the cell phone of all your students. And say, for example, you're sight reading. If you are sight reading a piece and you just said, today we're going to sight read the planets, and you just wanted to put that up there, instead of making a copy, you would activate the planets on their on their device, and it would send them their version of the planets that they needed to play. It also comes with clips. Instead of using traditional lyres, you would have to use a lyre that would enable the phone to be hooked onto the lyre. Now, I'm going to tell you, this app is amazing because the students can write on the music. If you have notes, if you want a fermata added, or if you want a crescendo or decrescendo, or you see a problem in the music, this app will allow the students to write on the music and save it in their personal file just for that student. Not everybody in the section will do it, but it also gives you the ability as the band director to make those revisions for the whole band, or just individual, or your section leaders can do that. The app makes it where you can take your whole music library, it's at your finger, and decide, I want to play this tomorrow. In the marching band world or pep band world, it makes the days of showing the song number, flip through the book, find the song, and then they're able to play it, as you have to figure a way to communicate what number or what song title you're playing. Now you hit one button and it pops up on all your students' phones. It's a great thing. The cost, when you start looking at this cost, it is $10 per student that uses it. Now, that is for a band of 100. If you go over 100 to 200, it drops down to $8 per person. The device on connectivity, the device will work on Android or iPhones, but it must be a smartphone. It will run on wireless or it will run on data. Now, here's what I will tell you on this information for this site. If you have a set tune that you're going to use on a normal basis, say you're in pep band and you're going to use these certain ones, then go ahead and get your students to download that playlist. That way, they don't use their data as much. It doesn't take a lot of data. It does not burn the battery down a lot, but it works really well. And we've used it for about 7 years. Like I said, the operating, it works in Android and iOS, and it transfers the data through the files. And the support, they have user guides and video tutorials that are available online. As I pull up one of those right now, it'll show you a leader or the student. You click on which one.
Welcome to the Flip Folder app tutorial.
And it gives you
To set up a band, go to the Band Leader tutorial series.
And it gives you different ideas. Here, we
I'm
talked
now
about
going to go
notating
over
music. See how they did the lines here? And they're changing the dynamic
the option
of
at the bottom.
the music. This will be saved into their files. So that is our first. This can be used for right when you're in person, or it can be used in their own practice. They don't have to be in the band room or on the practice field in order to use this software. They'll be able to pull up their music that you have given them rights to at home and anywhere they are. So this is a great asset for all band directors. Next, we will move to the Ultimate Drill Book app. The Ultimate Drill Book app. Now, this is a marching band app. And basically what this does, it saves you tons of times and saves the earth because you don't have to print everything. Now, two of the apps I'm showing you, first was the Flip Folder app and the Ultimate Drill Book. They come with a cost, but you're saving that money on your copying, and you're saving that money on your time and the ability to make changes on the fly. So now what you're looking at is the Ultimate Drill Book. The Ultimate Drill Book is where you put the drill into this application and it sends it to the individual performer. And it allows them to have the coordinate sheets on their phone. It also allows them to be able to zoom out and see the entire band, those who are around them. It gives them that ultimate resource to be able to look and see what they need to make it happen. Now, the ultimate drill book is used. Here's some, you can see some examples of it on the phone. It'll tell you what page in the drill you're on, how many counts you got. It even tells you the step size and the angle that you need to take. Then you will upload your drill via Pieware, and then it will go automatically to the phone once you have identified the student into the band. It will highlight their position each time. And so you can see some of the different features that are there. It also can be used for check-in. If you need to do attendance, it'll tell you, hey, these are the people who are there. It does not stay active on their phone. You have to activate it, and it will alert them to know that you are taking attendance. But you have to be within a 500-yard area in order for that to happen. You also can link up the music with the drill sheet so that it is right there when they need to make notations. Again, you can see here's the different costs. We went with the $10, but you can get some more stuff. But you see what they add into is the Google Calendar and GPS attendance. We did that by the next app that we're gonna be talking about. Now for connectivity, it works well with wireless. You don't have to plug it into anything, or it can use phone data. The operating system are Androids or iOS or for Apple. And it is stored in their cloud. So it's not stored on their phone. It doesn't take a lot of space on their phone in order to do that. Uh, so like I said, the cost is up on the screen right now, $10 or $20 per person. They have different videos available for you to watch to learn how to use it. And again, this is another device which is it's it is more appropriate for during practice, but is available to them at all times. All right, our final app that we are going to use is the Band app. And this is one of my favorite apps of all time. I use this for many different features. I use it for my bands. Right now, you see it. I use it for church, for camps. And so I use it for drama teams. But this will allow you to do many different things with your band. This is our ultimate communication device. It allows you to add pictures, put videos in there, do live streaming. It allows you to do a poll. It allows you to add files, create your calendar, get to-do list where the students can check off what they've done, sign up for events, take attendance, even give a quiz. All these are available, and it keeps it all in one place where you don't have to go everywhere to find it. And that's what I really love about it. Everything is in one location. And as you can see, I'm gonna scroll down. You can see some of the communication we had. There's just a general announcement. These are where all the pictures were taking place. You can see an album was created, another announcement. And so it puts everything in one place through one app. Now, to make this easier, I have also included an interactive asset for you. Using this interactive asset, you can click on the different icons and it will bring you up videos. This one will tell you how to keep track of who's coming. The folder is how to create a band. How would you create the band from the beginning? How to pin a band notice. If you need to announce this is our schedule for the year, this will allow you to pin it to the top. Then this goes through all the detail of what the band app is and what are some of the resources it's used. This is how you can create group chats within the band. All this is kept for 3 years to help with security so that you're protected as a teacher and also the students are protected. Create an event for upcoming games and days or practices. This is how we kept up with our attendance, and that's also how we would put in excused absences and unexcused absences. All this work together to make one software. So this is a tool you will be able to use that I have made available for you. Now, as we wrap up, I gave you technology ideas that are there to help facilitate the classroom. This is not to replace you as a teacher. This is a tool, kind of how we talked about with the Kalati, uh, where it's about the art of teaching and technology as a tool. Well, Wilkins in 2019 said teacher and student relationships in terms of building a trusting learning environment is critical to student engagement and student performance. In order to be able to use this technology effectively, it is important that you, the teacher, are the facilitator. This technology will not teach for you. You are there to facilitate this and to use this as a tool in your toolbox to teach the lesson that is required. I want to leave you with this. Edwards and Chioke in 2018, in writing about why not just replace teachers with robots and use artificial intelligence. And it said human to human interaction is one of the most important aspects for students' success. Without our human to human relationships, we will not, our students will not be as successful. There is not an AI or robot that or technology that will suddenly take your place, because our students first want to know. And I've always heard this growing up. They don't care how much you know until they know how much you care. So let it be that your students know that you care, and you are there to teach them, and you are using technology to supplement their learning. I hope you enjoyed this presentation, and gave you two apps that cost a little bit of money, but it will save you in time. The band app, as we talked about, is free. And so I hope you enjoyed this. If you have any questions, feel free to contact me. My name is John Owens, and my email is jowens107 at liberty.edu. Thank you and have a great day.